What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB video, and today we're going to be talking about my 2022 season predictions. That is records, that is playoff seeding, that is World Series champion, MVP, Cy Young Award, Manager of the Year, you name it. All things 2022 MLB season. If you like MLB content, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, leave a like on this video, and let me know your 2022 predictions down in the comments below. I'm sure we'll all come back to these and realize how terrible they were back at the end of the season. But for now, this is how I'm feeling about the 2022 season and how it's going to go. There's definitely going to be a few hot takes in here, so let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree with my picks. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, you may have already seen my video where I did my division predictions already. There is one thing I would like to change on here, and that is the New York Mets. I want to put them into second place behind the Braves because of the recent developments with DeGrom being out. So I will put the Braves in first place, but everything else I do stand by over here on this graph. These are my division predictions. If you want to see the full video, like I said, go back and watch that video where I did a full in-depth analysis on this. The hottest takes in here, of course, being the Giants winning the division. I think they're a very complete team. The Rays winning the division, that shouldn't be a hot take, but apparently it is. Every single year they're underrated. I think this year they're way better than the years past, so I think they're a shoo-in to win that division. Outside of that, the Red Sox in fourth place. I just don't think they're as good as the top three teams in this division. Somebody's got to be fourth. I'm not saying they're a bad team. I'm just saying, you know, I'm repping the Red Sox shirt today. I'm just saying that I don't think that they're going to finish in the top three of this division. We'll see if they make the playoffs or not. Tigers in second might be a hot take. I think they have a better manager situation there. I think they also have a better full roster than the Twins do. Twins have a better lineup, though, that's for sure. And outside of that, I think everything else is pretty average, business as usual. Miami Marlins, better than the Philadelphia Phillies by a long shot. It's not even close. Their pitching staff's better. Their defense is better. They're just a better team. The only thing the Phillies can say is that they're going to score more runs this year, but I think the Marlins pitching staff is going to be really, really good this year, and we'll get into that in just a second. So anyways, this is my division predictions. Like I said, I made a full video if you want to watch that, but let's see which teams make the playoffs now. I'm going to be moving around a lot on the screen, so bear with me now, but here we have the American League playoff bracket that I have cooked up. If you don't know how it works this year, it's a 12-team playoff format. So the top two records of the division winners go on and have a first round bye. So in this scenario, that would be the Rays and the Astros. And then, of course, the White Sox would be the third division winner, but they would have to play a wild card game against the 6th seed. So in this scenario, like I said, I have the Rays winning the East with the best record in the American League. I also have the Astros having the second best record in the American League, with the White Sox winning a very weak AL Central and doing that with very few wins. Now, the White Sox I have playing this is the hottest take. This is the most precise take you'll hear on the internet. I think the Angels and the Mariners are going to tie for the 6th spot. I don't know what the tiebreaker is as of today, so I can't really tell you who I think is going to win the tiebreaker. But I like both of these teams as fringe playoff teams. I just don't know which one's going to have the better year. It really depends on which team stays healthy, because if the Mariners have a big injury to a guy like Julio Rodriguez or Robbie Ray, something like that, they could be really, really bad, really fast. Same thing with the Angels and Mike Trout or Shohei Ohtani. So those are two teams. It's going to really depend on who plays healthy and which team, 1 through 28, 1 through 26, whichever team plays better throughout the year. I think they're both fringe playoff teams, though. One of them's going to do it. I also have the Yankees squaring off against the Blue Jays down here. This should be a Blue Jays home game, so my bad here. I have the Blue Jays finishing slightly above the Yankees, yeah, so this would be Blue Jays, Yankees. So 3 AL East teams making the playoffs, 2 AL West teams, and 1 AL Central. Let's see who moves on to the divisional round. I have the White Sox overtaking either the Angels or the Mariners. I'll be honest, obviously I'm an Angels fan, so I'm a little bit biased, hence the Trout jersey behind me. I think the Angels could get the job done here, but I don't like the Mariners in a series. Maybe in a one-game playoff, I really like them, but I think the White Sox could, the White Sox have the better bullpen in this scenario, and that's what I think really wins a series versus winning a one-game playoff. If this was a one-game playoff, I might give it to the Mariners, but for now, I'm taking it to the White Sox. So the White Sox and Rays in the NLDS, and then we got the Astros facing off against the New York Yankees. I really, really, really like the Yankees in a short series against the Blue Jays here. The Yankees, like I said, same thing. They have the better bullpen. Garrett Cole's an automatic win game one, pretty much. I know you guys are going to say something about that because of the Red Sox game last year. It was a fluke. Garrett Cole is good in the playoffs. Take it to the bank. He was amazing with the Astros. He's going to be good with the Yankees again. So I have them overtaking the Blue Jays by just a little bit. Definitely a toss-up, but I like the Yankees more in the postseason. Blue Jays will have their time. They still got a really young roster, but sorry, Blue Jays fans. I'm not having them go deep. I know Giraffe Neck Mark had them in the World Series. I can't do that. I'm not that high on the Blue Jays yet. So next up, we've got our division matchups between the Rays, the Red Sox, the Astros, and the Yankees. Let's see who moves on here. We got the Rays facing off against the Yankees. I think the Rays are the best team in the American League today. I'm just going to go out and say it. I think the Rays are the best team in the American League. It shouldn't be a hot take, but it is. The Rays just play really good baseball over there, and I think this might be the year. Who knows? The Yankees, I also have overtaking the Astros. The Astros don't impress me that much, I'll be honest. I can't count them out. I can't say they're not going to win the division or make it deep into the playoffs. But I just really don't like the roster, I'll be honest. They've got a aging Justin Verlander coming off Tommy John surgery, who's still an elite pitcher, but, you know, don't really know what you're getting out of a 40-year-old coming off of Tommy John. We've got a handful of young guys. Lance McCullers injured right now. Outside of that, Jake Odorizzi, I really don't know. I'm not a huge fan of their rotation. Their bullpen's pretty solid, I guess. Ryan Presley's been really good, but outside of that, they lost some key components this year with Kendall Graveman and, who is the other guy? Brooks Raley. I really don't know how I feel about the Astros, and I really, really, really like the Yankees on paper. I think they got better defensively. I think their lineup's solid. And then their rotation's pretty good. Pretty good. It depends on how the young pitching does, but I like the Yankees in the ALCS versus the Tampa Bay Rays. And then, of course, it's not really a shocker as high as I am on them. I have the Tampa Bay Rays making it back to the World Series to face off against TBD. Let's go over the National League and figure it out. Tampa Bay Rays making it to the World Series in the American League. Now here we have the National League playoff bracket. As you can see, I have the Giants and the Braves with the two best records in the National League by division winners, and then the Cardinals squeaking in on the third seed, who's going to have to play in that wild card game against the New York Mets, who make a wild card spot, as well as the Dodgers, of course, are going to make a wild card spot. In this scenario, I have the Dodgers at the top wild card, the Brewers as the second, and the Mets squeaking in there in the third wild card spot, squaring off against the Cardinals. Obviously, all really good teams. I like the Cardinals this year on paper. They've got a great lineup, the best defense in baseball. The pitching staff's a little weak, though, so it's going to be interesting to see. Mets are good top to bottom. I have no really complaints there, especially if DeGrom can finally pitch, for God's sakes. I want to see Jacob DeGrom pitch so bad. Anyways, and then the Dodgers, of course, stacked as hell, but until they dethrone the Giants, man, the Giants were their daddy last year, let's be honest. I can't put the Dodgers ahead of the Giants until then. And then squaring off against the Milwaukee Brewers. So let's see what happens here. I've got the Mets beating the Cardinals in a 3-game series, moving on to face the Giants, as well as the Dodgers beating the shit out of the Brewers, like absolutely murdering them, not even close. Definitely a 2-game sweep here. Maybe if it was a 1-game playoff and they had Corbin Burns on the mound, I would take the Brewers, but 2-game series, forget about it. The Dodgers take that 20 times out of 20. So next up, we've got the Giants and Mets, which is a very unique playoff matchup. I really like this one. I think it's going to be a really entertaining game to watch. Two really good pitching staffs, two solid lineups, two big offseason winners. And this is going to be a very interesting matchup. And then, of course, we have the tale as old as time, Braves versus Dodgers. Every single year, we're going to have this matchup, it feels like. Let's see who I've got winning this one. I got the Giants facing off against the Braves in the National League Championship Series. I'm sorry, Dodgers fans. I'm sorry, Mets fans. The Mets, I didn't think would make it that far, but the Dodgers, man, I don't know, bro. They just can't seem to get it done in the playoffs. They really just can't seem to get it done. Outside of 2020, the Mickey Mouse year, I really can't see the Dodgers getting it done. I think they got slightly worse this offseason. They're still a great team, and they should still be World Series favorites, but I predicted in the World Series last year, and they let me down, so that's it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this year. I can't. So we got the Giants facing off against the Braves, who I'm really excited for this matchup. I really, really like this one. It's going to be a nail-biter. Both teams have a great rotation. Both teams have a great bullpen. Both teams have a solid lineup with... Shut the fuck up, Siri. Both teams have a solid lineup with some very good hitters in it, and some clutch performers in there for sure. But in the long run, I have my favorite team in the National League, the San Francisco Giants, heading to the World Series for a very interesting matchup. I told you I was going to move all over the place. I got a very interesting matchup going on here between the Rays and the Giants. Now, this would be a very interesting series. Two underrated teams going into the postseason. Two teams that some people have not even making it to the postseason. I have them in the World Series. Call it a hot take if you will, but these teams are so good on paper. Well, maybe not even on paper. These teams are just so good. The chemistry's there. The dominant pitching staff is there. The young talent is there. I think they're really going to put it together this year. And this would be in my prediction, 6-game series between the Rays and the Giants. 6-game series. And your winner of the 2022 World Series is the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays securing their first World Series W in franchise history. Oh man, it's going to be a movie. I'll be at the parade and everything. I absolutely can't wait for it. Lock it in now. Put your life savings on it. Free money. Rays are winning the World Series. Unless the alternate reality of the Angels being a 2002 wild card repeat and going all the way to the World Series happens. That's my alternate reality. That's my dream reality. I almost did it. But I wanted to be realistic. I think the Tampa Bay Rays finally put it all together this year with Wander Franco on the squad. I really like Vidal Brujan coming up. Josh Lau came up, and he was pretty good in spring training this season. Hopefully Shane Baz comes back and is pitching healthy. Shane McClanahan's really good. They've got a great pitching staff over there. And, it's the Rays. They'll find people to pitch in the bullpen. So, anyways, 2022 World Series champion is the Tampa Bay Rays. Take it to the bank. I'll be at plenty of Rays games. I can't wait. So next, let's get into our awards predictions. We're going to start off with Manager of the Year. And I've talked about this in a few other videos, but I have a very solid American League Manager of the Year pick. And that, of course, would be this guy. AJ Hinch is your AL Manager of the Year. And then a very blurry picture of Buck Showalter is your NL Manager of the Year. Buck Showalter taking the Mets to the NLDS despite not having Grom to start the year. And probably AJ Hinch taking the Tigers on the cusp of a playoff run, maybe finish 5 games out of the playoff picture, but taking that team to the next level to compete and definitely maybe even fighting for the AL Central Division, I'll be honest. I doubt they overtake the White Sox, but AJ Hinch I have a lot of faith in to be one of the best managers in baseball every year, and I think he has a really good squad to manage this year, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for him. And then, of course, Buck Showalter coming in with the revamped Mets. He should be a shoe-in to win Manager of the Year, or show-in to win Manager of the Year, yeah, I really like it. I really like both of these guys to win Manager of the Year. I think they should be high betting favorites to win Manager of the Year, and kind of a weird award to predict. But anyways, Manager of the Year, these two guys. Let's move on to the Cy Young Award winners in each league. All right, I'm going to do a little half screen here, but these are my 2 Cy Young Award winners this year. The one I am most confident in is the National League. This man right here. Sandy Alcantara is winning the Cy Young Award. Take it to the bank, 100%, no doubt. He is winning the Cy Young Award this year. Sandy Alcantara is going to be on a tear. I'll be completely honest. I have no clue who's winning the American League Cy Young. I'm going to go with Justin Verlander. Maybe he has a resurgence. But every year somebody beats out Garrett Cole, it feels like. Last time it was last year it was Robbie Ray. Last year before that it was Justin Verlander. So I'm going to go with the veteran coming back. Hopefully he's a stud. But he is hopefully he's not a stud. Hopefully I'm jinxing him right now so he sucks and the Angels make the postseason. That's the goal. But anyways, Justin Verlander and Sandy Alcantara are my 2 picks for the Cy Young this year. Sandy Alcantara is my favorite pitcher going into 2022. Kind of like Jacob deGrom level stuff. And then for most valuable player, was there ever a doubt? I thought about going with a hot take on this one, but absolutely not. Michael Nelson Trout is your American League most valuable player this year. He's going to win his 4th MVP this season. He's in the middle of his prime. He's fully healthy, ready to go. He's got some protection in the lineup, a good pitching staff. He is going to lead the Angels to the postseason, and he is going to have probably the best year of his career. Is that a hot take? Mike Trout, best year of his career. Same thing with Juan Soto. Juan Soto, if Mike Trout even slacks off a little bit, Juan Soto will be the best hitter in baseball. It's very close, neck and neck right now. I still give the slight edge to Trout, though. Juan Soto is absolutely elite, and it's about damn time he wins an MVP. He's been so good for the last few years, and he just hasn't been able to win one. Every year he gets edged out a little bit, just like Garrett Cole. So anyways, this year is the year of Juan Soto. I almost said Acuna, but Acuna not going to be healthy for opening day. He's going to come back pretty early on, but I don't know if he'll be able to catch up to Juan Soto without having a full 150-plus game season. So Juan Soto is my 2022 NL MVP. Mike Trout is my 2022 AL MVP. So let me know if you guys agree with my picks down in the comment section below. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Get hyped for baseball season. I have some live streams planned, some watch parties for opening night for the Angels. I should have one going on Friday as well. I'm not sure which game I'll be watching then, and then a Sunday night live stream coming up as well. So be sure to tune into those. Subscribe, put on the notifications so you can be notified when I do go live and come talk some baseball with us. I'm also revamping my Discord, so if you want to join my Discord server, it is down in the comment section below. And also be sure to check out my Twitter and Instagram if you want to keep updated with what I'm posting and what I'm working on. So I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a great rest of your day.